Alright guys, so coming at you with another video this week. Today we're going to talk about my Fx6. As you can see, this is an older Fx6. I've had this one, you can tell by some of the calcium buildup or the hard water buildup that I've had this one for quite a while. I actually had it running on the tank for 4 years without any issues. This is the one that was running on my 125 gallon. After about 4 years, it did have a leak. It was actually right after we installed the brand new flooring that we found it. It wasn't leaking before that. And what actually happened was, see if I can turn the camera here. It actually started leaking from this valve here. So it started leaking from there. I said, all right, jumped on Amazon Prime and ordered a brand new one. And said, put the new one in. And I'm like, well, the night it started leaking, I drove 20 miles to PetSmart and bought a brand new one, like 10 minutes before they closed. So I already had a brand new one, took the media out of this one, hooked it up, or put it in the brand new one, and got the 125 gallon back up and running. So I had this canister left over that I didn't use, or wasn't in use at the time, that had brand new media in it. So I got the new piece, got it in. At the same time, I also ordered the full gasket set. Just because, like I said, I've been on the tank and running for 4 years. I wanted to make sure I didn't have any other issues. So got the new head gasket that goes around this. 2 new O-rings that go in each one of these. There's 2 in each input and output. Also came with a new gasket for the motor head. Got all that put on, put it on this tank, got it up and running. That same night that I got it, everything put back together, got it up and running, it started leaking from this valve, which it was not doing the night that I took it off the 125 gallon, so I didn't order one. Probably should have. As you can see now, both the input and the output valves, along with the drain valve at the bottom, are all brand new. So it's basically, I've still got the media in here cycling, because like I said, this happened just a couple weeks ago. And I was in such a panic that I didn't film it that night. So I got all the new parts in, got everything put back together. I now have this running on we're looking at the bottom of the 90 gallon electric blue car tank, which I got the tank used, and I never really liked the canister filter that it came with, which is the Magnum 350. To me, it's just, it doesn't have enough of an output. I never really cared for it on this tank, but I was running it because I had it. And since I had the issue with the Fx6, I said, well, I've got an extra one now, might as well order the spare parts and get it back up and running and put it on this tank. Now mind you, each of the input and output valves, I believe, were about $25. I was actually looking to see if I could get a just like replacement O-ring for it, but the O-rings are such a weird design that I didn't think I'd ever be able to find one. With the valves being $25 each, I said might as well just order both of them. The valve on the bottom there was actually more expensive on Amazon. I believe that one was about $45, 44, 45, somewhere right around there. And the gasket kit was, I didn't find like an actual full gasket kit made by Fluval, but there was one on there. It was can't even remember what the maker was. But it was about $15. And for 15 bucks, I figured I might as well make sure that I'm not going to have any other issues with it and have a pretty much brand new fluval again. The only thing that hasn't been replaced on this fluval now is the actual pump motor. The impeller's been replaced once, but the motor has not been. Again, I'm not having any issues. It's got good circulation, so at this point I'm not going to be replacing it. Like I said, I just figured if anybody else is having issues with an Fx6 leaking, in my opinion, you're better off to order all new valves in the gasket kit. It's probably going to cost you close to, I'd say probably right around $100 US if you order from Amazon. But with the issues that I had, like I said, it took me a week to get this thing back up and running because as soon as I replaced the valve on the bottom, one of the ones at the top started leaking. So like I said, if you're having issues with the fluval leaking, might as well go ahead and replace it all. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good night.